Hello all. I figured it was close to about a week since I made my last video and that it was the right time for the next one. Our topic for this week is counting your blessings. Now, I'm sure just like me, most of us are thinking if we are actually blessed. Because blessing is a big word. Now, are we truly blessed? This answer is very personal because being blessed or not is more in the mind according to me. It's a very relative concept. Somebody could be a millionaire and still not feel blessed. Somebody could have just two square meals a day and feel great and happy and blessed. So, are we truly blessed? And what does it mean at the very basic definition to call it blessed? So, most of us fit into that space. According to me, being blessed is to have your basic needs met: food, clothing, and shelter. It's sad that there are people around the globe who still don't have these met. And let's take a moment and pray to God. So He makes basic food, clothing, and shelter available to those people. Now, coming back to the discussion of, hey, us thinking that are we blessed? When I say food, clothing, and shelter, how much of these do we want? According to me, if you're blessed at any given moment in time, then you should be happy. Now, the word moment, what do I mean by moment? By moment, I mean the present. Now, present is such a beautiful word, but I guess ironically, most of us don't realize the value of the present. We're either thinking about the past or we're thinking about the future. This reminds me of the saying that my father used to quote at some point in time. It goes something like, we think before and after and pine for what is not. This was written by one of the greatest poets of all times, poet Shelley. Now, what do we mean by this? What we mean by this is everyone, including me, thinks about things that happened in the past, just before, things which we foresee in the future, or we want to plan in the future, the right way. But, and we pine for what is not. When I say pine for what is not, we're always thinking about, hey, things could have been much better. Things could have been a lot more luxurious. Things could have been a lot more smoother, happier in life. Now, I'm clearly going to say that it is not wrong to aspire for things to be better because that's the whole purpose behind life. If we were all so happy with what we had and complacent, would there be growth in us? Maybe not. So it's definitely good to plan for the future. It's definitely good to learn, aspire for better things in life. But at the same time, it's equally important to enjoy the present. Present, again, back to the term present. Present is such a beautiful word. Present means gift. Why does it mean gift? It means gift because it has the beauty in itself, both the past and the future. All the learnings from the past, be it achievements, be it successes, be it failures, all of that, and what we learn from it manifests itself into the present. And the future is also part of the present because what we do today, what our current action is, what the plan is, or what we end up doing, even impulsively, is something that has a ripple effect into what our future is going to look like. I'll give you an example. I forgot to charge this mic that I'm wearing. It's a Bluetooth mic. Through the day today, I was doing an 8-hour job. really tired. I was getting ready for the video, I was planning about what I should say, and in the process, I totally forgot that I should be charging my mic and keeping myself ready. Now, that was my present during the day. But my present was not planned very well, which meant that when I finally decided to do this video about 20 minutes earlier, I found that things were not working with this Bluetooth mic. And before I complained, I thought for a minute as to, does this have something to do with me? When I realized that, hey, I hadn't charged this particular mic. Now, is the fault with the mic or with me? It is with me because I didn't plan my present properly. But does this mean I should be morose? I should just keep thinking about this, get bogged down with it, and feel bad for not doing something. This is a very small instance. I know it might sound inconsequential, but think about it. If the mic wasn't ready, we wouldn't be talking to each other today. So it is important. But at the same time, I felt bad for it for a moment and told myself that, hey, you got to plan things better in life, but that doesn't mean I got dejected and postponed this program of making this video and talk to all of you through this video today. The reason being, you should never lose on the present just because you want the future to be better. Learn your lessons, plan for the future, but enjoy the present. Just always move from one joy to another joy. The present should be happy, and so should be the future. It should not be a concept of deprival to joy. Deprival means you do not enjoy the present, but you find for the future to be nice. Now, I've heard of a lot of people saying that, hey, you got to be ambitious and too much of enjoyment is not good and that you should plan for the future. And if you don't plan, you know what? You're not, you're not an achiever. Now, do I agree with this? Maybe not. Personally, not. And I'm sure a lot of you relate with what I'm going to say right now. The reason being, the mind and the body and your actions are totally gelled into each other. If you're not happy here and you're not happy here, you're not going to do the best things for yourself. Which means someday or the other, in a certain way, your future is not going to be the way you want it to be because your present is not the best of you. So, hey, enjoy the present, live in the present. Now, we've spoken enough about the future and planning and achievement. Now, let's talk about the past. Most of you must be thinking that we've had disappointments in the past. Just want to ensure my mic is working. Uh, Messing up the present, right? Yeah. So most of you must be thinking whether, uh, how do you bounce back from the past? Because past is clearly not very smooth and not very happy for most of us. Uh, and this is very normal. We must all understand that, hey, this is very, very normal for the past to not be smooth, for the past to not be rosy, for the past to not be perfect. And the reason is because past is not just about us. We are influenced by a lot of internal factors which is running within us. It's also influenced by a lot of external factors, be it work colleagues, and we're going to be discussing more about each one of these in our upcoming videos. That external factors could include maybe the climate of the day, be it work colleagues, be it the fact whether you've been keeping well or not physically, whether you had the right food, whether you've been starving. Uh, there's a lot of things. There's people, there's things which is besides you, which could actually decide how your life emerges. And unfortunately, not everything is going to be in your control. So, hey, do not expect a perfect past because your past is never in your control completely. You got to make the best of what you have. And I'm sure most of us, all of us actually, try to do that. Now, in spite of that, we might not achieve the best because there's factors which is beyond us, which is messing it up somewhere, which is influencing it somewhere. So that leaves us with less than perfection, because of which we might be sitting today introspecting and thinking that, hey, uh, this particular personal life or this particular incident in life has scarred me. I'm feeling bad. I'm feeling scarred because of this particular incident in life. Now, is it wrong to feel like that? Now, it is natural because all of us are emotional at the core, right? We are social animals, we are emotional. So we're obviously going to be thinking that, hey, this particular person scarred me, this particular person hurt me. Had this person not been in my life, I would have made a much better human being, or maybe that was just a bad day, which became some sort of an irreversible change in my life. And had that particular day been better, I would have had a better life altogether, maybe, or a better present. Now, is it good to harbor these emotions? Yes, these emotions come, but how do you win over it? Is it important to win over it or just live with it? In my opinion, for all of us, it's very, very important to win over it. And it's been very difficult for me to do that too, but somewhere in life, I've succeeded doing that. And I work on it every single day. I'm not a perfectionist yet. I work on that every single day, but I remind myself of something that I've done in the past. What have I done in the past to overcome that? One of the most important things I do is I tell myself that these people, which are extraneous factors, or certain feelings within me, maybe I didn't have a good day, maybe I was a little depressed, there could be something internally going on, be it extraneous or intrinsic, either way. I consider these factors which dampen our growth and achievements like dead cells. What are dead cells in the body? Hair is a dead cell, nails are dead cells. Sorry, somebody walking there. Nails are dead cells. Now, dead cells should be removed. We file our nails regularly, right? Hair falls off every single day. We lose some strands of hair because, hey, hair is beautiful, nails are beautiful, but as long as they're healthy, they're beautiful. But the day they're dead, they need to fall off. That's what cleanses us, right? Uh, there's everyday chores that we do to the body so the body can cleanse itself. Those are not very pleasant activities, are they? But at the end of the day, the moment we do it, we feel happy. We feel so good after a shower. We feel so good after freshening up. Similarly, these back to the discussion of these extraneous and intrinsic factors which have dampened our growth and have created that negativity somewhere in our mind. The day you purge that negativity out of your mind and body, it's like purging out those dead cells that we do every single day. They are, or those things are, those people are the dead cells that we need to purge out every day. And the reason we need to do that is the moment you purge it out, you feel so good about yourself, just like you feel after a good shower. It's just like you feel after a good shower. You feel so good about yourself. You feel uh, fresh. You feel happy. And that's all that matters in life. So that way, your past is not going to influence your present, at least negatively. It's going to influence it positively. Because let me tell you, regardless of whether they're good people or whether they're bad people, people who are good, people who support you, teach you to be like them in life, and people who are not very supportive of you or a little negative in nature, teach you something else. They teach you just not to be like them. So they're examples too. They're teachers too. So learn from your past, incorporate that into your present, but purge out all the unnecessary filth, all the unnecessary polluted noise. Learn the good things. Just carve your present so beautifully and use this present, this happy present, to be the future foundation. So that way you are happy now, you're happy in the future, and you're not sad about the past either. But hey, because you remember you've purged it out. So you're feeling good. So this leaves us with the word happy that we've used the most. Is it not the most important thing in life to be happy? What is being happy? Being happy is being blessed. So this brings us back to the title, Count Your Blessings, Count Your Happiness. I guess we've spoken enough. I'll give you some time to think back and time to say goodbye, but think through it. And if you think that you're still blessed and you agree with what I say, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. See you next week.